Watch you now in the broadcast. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's going on, Habibis? I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
We're the Habibi Bros. Welcome to the list stream. It is literally the worst takes you have seen over the past week, all in one place.
And
here.
boy, what a fucking week.
God. Jay, we were literally not going to do anything this week. And then
no,
we were literally going to take the week off. And then a bunch of fucking assholes out there, racists, nationalists, you name it. I know we're making this about ourselves. It's actually terrible, very terrible situation going on.
It is. I mean, we try to quit, and then a white supremacist goes and shoots up a mall and just brings us right back in. That's what happens.
I mean, not to make this about ourselves because we don't. I mean, everybody's making it about the other side. You know, it's the blame game. So I guess at this moment, at this juncture, maybe it's honestly refreshing to make it about ourselves than anything.
Right. I mean, the Habibis don't. We never do that. We never make it about ourselves whatsoever.
Never. We're too humble to do that.
Absolutely. We don't victimize ourselves like saying we had a long week or saying like we do this when we do this. Habibis, if you like our content, please make sure to subscribe and follow us on Rumble. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Habibis. So, obviously, there's a lot going on. I actually have been out of the loop for the most part, and I can't say for certain I know everything that happened over the weekend, nor do I know everything that has taken place over the last week. I still feel like it's kind of like Ramadan, Jay. I still feel out of the loop somehow.
No worries, man. I've been reading Twitter and looking online, so everything I have to say right now is full 100% truth. Excellent. Nothing I'm going to say is like unverified truth. So, like for example,
which is the best type of truth, right?
Exactly. Like Twitter at I'm gay 6969 says that if you eat ass 3 times a day, you get enough vitamin D in your system for your bones.
That's a lot of vitamin D.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to have that D.
Yeah, I mean, some people talking about taking it over, pill or something like that, like a supplement. Obviously, we prefer the organic approach.
Absolutely. Nothing is better than getting it from the source. You go straight to the source to get your vitamin D.
Absolutely.
It's great.
So Jay, ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do it. So the first one that we have coming up right here, this had to do with the formula crisis that is happening, the baby formula crisis that's going on. You had Betty Miller, is it Midler? Bette Midler coming in saying, try breastfeeding. It's free and available on demand. It's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing the extent that these people will go to in order to make sure that Biden does no wrong. It's amazing to me because it's every bit as insane as you would have megas go out of their way to defend Trump when he says or does something wrong, or if something he's doing in the administration is wrong, or something going wrong, that they would make fun of or say that the people have no shame to completely form themselves into a piece of shit to try and defend or cover for the administration. It's amazing.
Jay, I'm just amazed here. I'm amazed by this tweet so much. So, I mean, first of all, if Betty Midler had included anything like mommy milking, she wouldn't make the list. She just wouldn't make the list.
That would have been hilarious. Try breastfeeding, mommy milking.
Mommy milky.
But I mean,
that's queen behavior right there. That's queen behavior.
That would have been based queen behavior.
Absolutely.
But she did it. She's trying to pretend. And I don't think she's stupid. Well, she is stupid. She's a fucking idiot. She probably doesn't even fucking know. But it's amazing to me that people are like, "Oh, what did we do before formula? Oh, what was the kid
baby's
death rate then?"
Jay, the baby just died. That's all that happened.
That's it. No, it's so amazing because you can see the baby mortality rate just go down as we get more formula, as we get better at producing these things. As all this stuff happens, they're like, "What happened before? Kids died. Babies died before." That's what
and Jay, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but then we also have like nursing midwives.
Oh yeah, because it's
not like not
women...
you and me. I mean, I do now, Mommy Milky, but I'm talking about like during the whole phase where there wasn't baby formula, and before baby formula came out, at least the elites would make use of nursing midwives. And you know what was the stopgap for that? For people in lower, more impoverished classes, Jay, you know what it was?
What was it?
Having more kids, because if one dies, I'll just make another one.
True, that's it. I mean, it's funny because a lot of people think that when women are pregnant, that they have an infinite supply of milk that is just waiting to be squeezed out all the time. That will just go on for infinity. It's amazing.
Oh my God. It's just, I mean, Mommy Milky is in high demand.
Absolutely.
You want me to get the next one? All right, I'll get the next one. All right, number 9 is the Washington Post. I like this little alternating. This is good. Washington Post tweets out, from launcher WP, as Roe v. Wade repeal looms, video game industry stays mostly silent. That Jay, the first thing I need when anything bad happens, 9/11, Waco. I mean, basically, and I don't know why I went
what
to
happened
Waco
in Buffalo.
The next thing. I don't know why I went to the next thing. As soon as Sandy Hook, I need to hear from the fucking the gaming community. I need to hear from them first and foremostly.
Well, and the thing is, the difference between that and this is that there is violence in video games. So you can see why some dumb people will make the jump. But why do we give a fuck here? I mean, look, to be fair, GTA has the best pregnancy prevention, where you go and you can pick up a whore in your car, fuck them in your car, and then run them over. And then you abort both the baby and the woman. So they have the best type of women healthcare in video games. So we definitely need to hear what the fuck they have to say. Absolutely.
That's so that also Jay, I like to point out the fact that when 9/11 happened, not a single person came out against Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Right. Nobody asked them either. Nobody went and asked them for a comment.
Where was Microsoft Flight Simulator in all of this?
Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. And it was the number one used thing by our uncles in order to make that shit happen. So they should have.
Hold on.
They should have done. But
before we go to the next one, I just want to get Indian Bra says, if you're against formula, you might be Islamophobic. This is exactly true.
Absolutely true.
Frostbite says, can't believe you're forgetting J6 SMH. Yes, that's the tragedy that is our democracy dying.
Right.
And Jay Escapee says some journal called Gamergate the Ruby Ridge of gaming.
And they still bring Gamergate up, like when Elon Musk is getting. We listed it last list stream when they had what's her name? Boo. What's her name? She's trans. That we both. Well, you just realized that she was trans.
Oh, Brianna Wu.
Yes, Brianna Wu.
No, bro, I still don't believe she's trans. I don't think she's trans, bro. I do not think she's trans.
Oh man, but this is like a total waste of journalistic everything. Why write an article on this, like them being silent? Who gives a fuck?
Professor Pupper says Gamergate was in the 9/11 of the gaming industry.
Absolutely.
Extra base. All right, let's get to the next one.
Let's go. So number 8 is the ACLU. Oh, how they have fallen. The offense is right here. It is abortion bans disproportionately harm Black,
No.
Indigenous, and other people of color,
What?
the LGBTQ community, immigrants, young people, those working to make ends meet, people with disabilities. Protecting abortion access is an urgent matter of racial and economic justice. First of all, disabled people. Oh no, with disabilities. Sorry, disabled. What kind of disabled people? What kind of
Bro,
disabled
hold
people are we
up.
talking about?
Yo, if anything, what they said, abortion bans disproportionately harm people with disabilities. Are they saying that like people with disabilities will live? Because like if the mother finds out or the pregnant woman finds out that their child is about to have Down syndrome, that abortion will allow them to live?
No, abortion allows them to die. I mean, they are.
No, I'm
totally
saying that's what I'm saying. That like a ban on abortion would mean that they can live. Therefore, it's harming people with disabilities because the harm on people with disabilities is that they get to supposedly exist. That's the harm, right?
That is the harm.
That's
the
the
harm
logic
right there. That I mean, yeah. I mean, depending on the disability you're talking about, for sure. I mean, especially if somebody is like who can't function on the waist down, how the fuck are they going to get pregnant? And the other thing that's really hilarious is the lesbian, gay, trans, queer plus
Don't forget the
non-binary,
bi.
whatever, and the bi community. Because like when a lesbian person wants to get pregnant, I mean, it's usually they go out and get the sperm,
Yeah,
and then
artificial insemination.
Exactly. They put it on the
Or
tip
in
of
vivo.
a dragon dildo, and then they sit on it.
Yeah,
And then that's how lesbians get pregnant.
that's how they all get pregnant.
That's
Every
how.
single
And
one of them.
now gay people,
Right.
if
And get pregnant, obviously, right, Jay?
right, of course, gays can get pregnant.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, gay men get pregnant all the fucking time. Always.
All the time.
Because sometimes I'm not going to finish that because we'll get banned off of YouTube. Let's not do it. All right. So yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Lesbians for sure need to go and get abortions because they're not sitting down talking about it on end, whether or not who's going to be the one who's going to get pregnant. It's usually the one that's less butch that gets pregnant.
I just don't understand, Jay. How is it possible that they're literally everyone? They could literally just say abortion bans disproportionately harm, and then they could have just put one bullet point. They could have literally just done one bullet point, and they went with 6 and made it a racial issue.
Well, of course, everything that nowadays has to be a racial issue, even though it's not really. Now, and when they say disproportionately harm Black people, what's really hilarious about it is that the person who brought Planned Parenthood and formed Planned Parenthood wanted abortion to happen primarily in the Black community.
Yeah.
To cause less Black kids. That's exactly what they wanted to do.
I believe it's Jay. I believe it's fewer Black kids.
Yeah, they wanted less Black kids roaming around.
Fewer.
Dude, I barely was able to pronounce this.
I know you were. You could
say fuck you if I'm saying less.
All right, coming in at number 7, we have Lori Lightfoot, who tweets out, "Excuse me, insurrection is your thing, not ours." I don't know why this made the list.
I don't know either. Like, it's
Ben. What the fuck are you doing, Ben? Our listener.
Dig.
This was. I mean, yeah, it's a dig, but like, it's just.
No, it's a pretty good dig against this against Bobert. I mean, it's not a bad one. They're just having like fucking a little banter between each other because she was like insurrectionist when Lori Lightfoot. If we go into it, you can see here Lori Lightfoot was saying, "To my friends in the LGBTQ plus community, the Supreme Court is coming for us next. This moment has to be a call to arms." And then this was a good joke, insurrectionist, because when she's saying call to arms, a lesbian in Chicago doesn't have a gun. Like, come on. These people are not calling to arms to go and fight against people who actually do have all the guns.
Right. If anything,
it's a call to get ready to go and all that kind of stuff. So it's a good dig to call them insurrectionists. And then she's like, "Excuse me, insurrection is your thing, not ours." It's just stupid banter between each other. This is not.
But if you go back, Jay, if you go back to that other tweet from Lori Lightfoot, not this one actually made #1 last week, not the Bober tweet, but the Lori Lightfoot tweet, in which she basically said a call to arms for the LGBTQ plus community. But honestly, Jay, I mean, I'm gonna have to go against the list turns projection here of at least this being a top 10 worthy tweet, because I think this is, as Nate Clem would say, fire Ben, it's a major L. And
absolutely.
Lego Man totally says Ben is high as fuck.
I totally agree. I mean, once we get to the honorable mentions, we can see with the Habibis which one they'll choose to be number 7.
I think this one is not going to survive the final cut. Just to be real with you.
Right. I think
Ben is now saying, should it be top 10? I say no. God damn it, Ben, you son of a. There, we have other tweets that definitely I don't even know where this fucking. We have other tweets that we definitely need to talk about that probably haven't been added yet. I'm going to text him literally right now as you get to number 6.
All right. So number 6, we got Dean Abudallah, who is an absolute piece of shit, and he goes, "Is it time to use drones to neutralize the threat of white supremacist terrorism? The way we use drones to neutralize ISIS threats?" Well, first of all, Obama is not in office anymore to go and drone American citizens.
That's true.
That's not what's going to happen. See, look, there's a huge difference between going and droning American citizens and droning terrorists in Afghanistan or Iraq or wherever. And when I say droning, I mean like actual terrorists, not droning allies on intel from fucking terrorists. The fact that people have still not been have not resigned or been fired over that shit is absolute fucking garbage. Is absolute garbage.
About the Obama drone program.
No. I'm talking about what happened in Afghanistan when they droned an ally and his whole family over intel from fucking the Taliban. I know it's like there's not definite proof. It's that come out. Shut the fuck up. Sit on a dragon dildo and listen.
That is what happened. Obsession. What's up with you and dragon dildos? Did you sit on the dragon dildo this weekend?
I don't want to talk about it.
No, I did.
But I did see a really nice purple and like light blue one that I'll probably buy later. It's really.
Well, let's
really
let's get to our number 5. We're entering the top 5 here. Rolling Stone comes in at number 5, where they tweet out, "The Buffalo shooter isn't a lone wolf. He's a mainstream Republican." All right, so let's talk about this for just a moment. Is this our first Buffalo shoot? No, this can't be our first Buffalo shooting tweet, is it?
Yeah, it is. No, it's our second one. Dean Abudallah.
Oh, Dean Abudallah. That's right. Sorry, I of course, Jay. I like to space out. So that's
totally fine. That's totally fine. I mean, my girlfriend does the same thing when I talk.
Essentially, 100%. I am your girlfriend. This is no. Anyways, Buffalo shooting, terrible tragedy. There's obviously nothing. There's nothing we can say, Jay, really, at this point, because the well is so poisoned. The well is so toxic in terms of the discussion around this. I haven't tweeted about it at all. I know that the list has basically been busy, but on my personal account, I have nothing to say. I mean, for one, I think it's important to wait for all the information to come out, because every time something like this happens, a lie travels halfway around the world before the truth can get its pants on. And in rapid emergency situations such as these, you never want to be the first one to the punch, because there's a good chance that you're going to be wrong about it.
About something, at least
based on what we've seen, though, Jay. I think it's it's safe to assume that this was a white supremacist terrorist who was radicalized by or something on the internet, but he left a 181-page manifesto, and he just seemed to be all over the place in terms of ideology. But it's always the partisans that, like the partisans out there on the internet and the political leaders who try to, seize upon whatever rhetoric
one little thing
here and there to basically use that to blame their opponent. And Jay, you and I always have seen that as wrong. We're not going to do that here. No. We obviously know that this person acted alone. He was the one responsible for the shooting. He was the one responsible for shooting 10 innocent people. I think almost what was it, 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 who were black at this grocery store. He specifically targeted this grocery store. Yeah, he specifically targeted this grocery store because he was looking to kill black people. Look, much can be said about it. It's a terrible tragedy. I don't see what the use is in blaming people on either side. Jay, you and I, growing up as Muslims in the post 9/11 world, every time some terrorist attack has happened, there are people on the right in particular I could think of who are always pointing the finger at all Muslims, saying like this is indicative of Islam, the entire faith, and indicative of Islam, and there's no place in the West for that. And meanwhile, like you and I are over here basically saying like we basically just lean into it at this point because the shit is just such a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. And I think the best way to fight that kind of stuff is to make sure you're joking about it and you're pushing the different kind of narrative against it, because they want it to hurt you. Like when they call you a terrorist, when they say that what you're believing in is terrorism, all that, they want it to hurt you. So just lean into it. Don't let it hurt you. But this is the same kind of language. And the very, very funny thing about this article in particular is the person who wrote it. And the person who wrote it. Yes, sir. I was about to say yes, ma'am. But yes, sir.
Are you gonna expand upon that? I know you know the story.
Oh yeah, it's the same journalist wrote that an injured, paralyzed veteran who works with ICE was a white supremacist based on tattoos, and she got it completely fucking wrong, absolutely wrong, to a point where they had to let her go. Like that's how wrong she got it.
Oh, she got fired? I forgot.
She was on the New Yorker. She was on the New Yorker, and she doesn't write for the New Yorker anymore because of it. And the thing is that the Rolling Stone itself has had so many things get wrong, has had so many mishaps, has had things that have been written just to flame these type of fucking race wars and political wars and ideologies and divisiveness, that to treat them as a legitimate fucking magazine or a legitimate place is the same as treating Breitbart as a legitimate fucking writing place. It's the same thing. And still you have journalists with reputable reputations retweeting this type of shit and saying, yes, this is exactly right, and all this type of fucking garbage.
Well, I mean, Breitbart's interesting because like they are mostly known for like their opinions. I don't think they did really too much for original reporting. I think the only reason that they sort of came up is because they did original reporting on like the Tea Party movement. And so like that's
when Andrew
that's like a really
there,
low bar to set. I don't know. I mean,
when Andrew Breitbart was there, it's a totally different thing. Like I think Andrew Breitbart was phenomenal at what he did and how he would expose media and stuff like that. What they are now, and the way the right treats them now is absolute garbage. I see Rolling Stone at the same extent.
I want to say it was Andrew Breitbart who helped in the Anthony Weiner story, picking up more traction.
And what was amazing about that in particular was that he was absolutely right. He was 100% right out of all of it, and especially with the Wiener, he was 100% right. And
Breitbart, Andrew
demonized him.
Breitbart, yeah,
And everybody demonized him. Yeah, Andrew Breitbart himself. Everybody demonized
No.
him.
I was just gonna say he took over Anthony Weiner's presser back in 2011.
Mm-hmm. The guy is a legend. Like Andrew Breitbart himself was a legend. The organization as it is now is absolute garbage.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
It's a huge difference and a huge fucking it's in a different fucking realm.
It's a different time. It's a different time, you know.
Yeah, in what it was before.
It's kind of like Glenn Greenwald starting to Intercept, and then it turning to basically a neoliberal rag.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. So you want to do number 4?
Yes, sir. So number 4, we got Dana Milbank. Roe's impending reversal is a 9/11 attack on America's social fabric. My latest column. What's fucking I retweeted this because and the thing I said on it is my culture is not your goddamn vagina opinion or some shit like that. There's something I wrote
vagina monologue.
Vagina monologue, something, or vagina opinion. It's absolutely fucking insane to even say that, because the one thing that reversing Roe against this is that it will actually be saving lives than killing them compared to 9/11. Like, that's the huge difference between the two. And we can get into the details probably more on Habibi Power, on exactly where we stand on abortion and where we think it should lie, and also where, I mean, some of the things that the Democrats want in abortion are causing other Democrats to say, you know what, this is kind of fucked up. One thing that really turned my mom away from libs and Democrats and stuff was how much they were on abortion. Like, she understood the rare, legal, and safe aspect of it, but she does not understand this. Well, if you want to abort it in 8 months, you can abort it. Or if you want to abort it 24 days after it's born, you can abort it. She doesn't understand this type of stuff. And her not being for that causes Democrats to demonize her and demonize other liberals or other Democrats that are not that far into where abortion is. And it's a lot of mothers too. It's a lot of mothers. Like, and it's funny to me because you have some people who retweet other women who would say, can we please stop talking about abortion like it's traumatizing? Because it's not. I've had 3 and I'm totally fine. It's like, good for you. But other people's lived experience, like, it's amazing, because this party is like, you have to respect other people's lived experiences.
Their truth, don't have their truth.
Exactly. But you don't have to respect other people's truths, where abortion has been fucking hard on people. Abortion, miscarriages, stuff like that has been fucking hard on people. But they don't want to amplify those stories. Just like they don't want to amplify stories of people who detransition and shit, because it goes against
it's weird. It's like they only want to talk about like the benefits of getting these things, like how basically freed them up to do like what they wanted, free them up to go to college, or free them up to go to medical school, or not go to medical school, as my dad constantly reminds me.
Of course, especially after your sister just graduated and becoming a doctor, and she's the younger sister, right?
Yeah, she's the younger sister.
She's younger, so like, you've had more time.
I'm even the bigger disappointment.
Right, you had more time to mature, to actually like try to follow the footsteps,
Jay,
and stuff. And
just real quick.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna just before we moved on, I just wanted to say one thing about Milbank's tweet, but
go ahead.
Finish your rant.
No,
finish your rant, sir.
I was just gonna say that the strength she had, even though she could see that her older sibling was becoming a complete couch potato, is inspiring. Like, no
It is.
wonder why your parents really, really are proud of her.
I think it dawned on her, and she said to herself, "I need to do something with my life because there's no way in hell I want to end up like Siraj Hashmi." Which, I respect my sister for saying that to herself. Everybody comes to their own decision
Have
about what
they
they want
ever
to do in life.
watched? Have they ever watched us? Has your sisters or your brother ever watched us?
My mom has watched clips that I posted online, like on Instagram, and so she chided me one time for using naughty language.
Oh, wow. So they don't watch us.
Yeah, so they don't watch us.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's good. Oh, shit.
But just to quickly point out on this whole Milbank tweet about Roe's impending reversal being a 9/11 attack on America's social fabric. Mind you, Roe v. Wade has been in place for 50 years. America has been around at least quadruple that. It's not part of America's social fabric to have an abortion. If anything, it is quite the opposite. America became the melting pot it is because people weren't afraid but one another, Jay, and had babies and had mixed babies like you and me, okay?
Right.
That's America's social fabric is literally getting your fuck on and having as many babies as you possibly can. Doesn't matter. It is. As any consenting adult, of course. Any consenting adult. And of course you get married, preferably you have a nikah. Obviously that's a Islamic marriage contract.
Yes.
Because Allah will obviously bless your marriage more so than any other form of God used in any other language. They're all the same. Right. But
and I think most people should reject this notion that being American means that you're totally fine with abortion, that you should have abortions, and the way that they glorify it has been absolutely disgusting.
Population control, Jay.
That's a problem. That's what it is.
I honestly think, Jay, can I hold on? All right, let's read this comment real quick before we get to.
Oh, sorry. Yes. So T Pro 83 comes in and says, Pete Buttigieg, I like to call him Pete Buttplug, said in a town hall, you cannot be pro-life in the Democrat Party. And that is a very defining statement. It's absolutely true.
Wow.
It's absolutely true.
Jay, they're going to have a rude awakening when they understand that majority of Americans are pro-life.
Yeah, they are. I mean, especially when you ask the questions properly.
Also, if you think about it, Jay, because there's been a lot of to be made about COVID and a lot of these things in place, and this talk about, or this theory, I want to call it conspiracy theory because I think there's some legitimacy to it, and that is the theory that this is like a population control mechanism. If you think about abortion and the main purpose it serves at the moment, other than for libs to just circle jerk, is population control. And I think it all ties to this very environmentalist agenda that there need to be fewer humans in the world in order for them to reverse climate change of some sort.
And I'm with you, and that's why it's really funny watching them talk about oh no, what are the poor's going to do without abortion? How are they going to have babies and stuff? If you're poor, you shouldn't have babies. If you're working class, you shouldn't have babies, and all this type of rhetoric against it. It's very classist and stuff. Honestly, I wish we had Batya on again to talk about this because she's
maybe we'll have to get her back on at some point.
Yes.
Spring Hill Jack says, Siraj and Jay, what's your opinion on white people? Well, technically, Jay and me combined, meaning us in bed, when two becomes one, we actually make one full white person.
We do.
So, we don't hate white people. Why would we hate white people?
No,
why would we hate their own kind, Jay?
We wouldn't. My mom is 100% white. Your mom is 100% white. And this rhetoric on like whiteness is a disease and all this type of stuff is absolute fucking racism at its peak. It is racist to even talk like this. If you said it about any other race, people would fucking go up in arms and like hold their dicks and pussies and start crying like little bitches if anyone ever said that kind of stuff. But you'll have Henry Rogers go and get paid $20,000 an hour to go say shit like this.
Yeah.
And it's fucking sickening. But
it's absolutely wild. And actually, honestly, Jay, if you go down to number 3, this actually leads to our next
Oh
listing.
shit.
That's from Morgan J. Freeman, who tweets out being anti-racist starts by admitting whiteness is a disease. Imagine if he said this about like literally any race. Like imagine just for a second. Imagine if he replaced that with, say, blackness or Asianness or Jewish or Hispanic
or Jewishness. Yeah, any of
Jewishness.
those
like any of those things. Like imagine this dude calling it a disease. This guy hates himself so much.
He does.
It's absolutely sickening. He hates him so much.
He
hates himself so much. He has to pose with his I can't say it, Jay. I can't because
no, he hates his daughter too. He hates his daughter. He hates. I know that's where you're going, but he hates his daughter. He hates his kids. He hates himself. He hates his parents. He hates anyone that's associated with him with this being white. And the thing is, look, he doesn't really hate himself and he doesn't really hate his daughter or anything, but he will tweet shit like this to try to pretend like he is a morally good person. He is a morally good person. It's that meme where you had the Khaleesi with all the slaves holding her and shit. That's exactly how these fucking people feel when they tweet this type of shit. This is
he's like king of the black people.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's Khaleesi when all the slaves were holding her. That meme from Game of Thrones. That's how they feel when they tweet shit like this. When white libs tweet shit like this, this is how they feel. They think that they are like the white savior of black people because they shit on their own race and shit. It's like, fuck you, dude.
I mean, no, Jay,
this is absolute fucking disgusting and fucking pieces of shit tweet shit like this.
And look, and this is what I have to say about like, all of this anti-white rhetoric that I'm hearing specifically after the Buffalo mass shooting, which was inspired by anti-black animus on part of the shooter. And that is if all white people are racist, kind of like the idea that all Muslims are terrorists, you would have these happening way more often than they do.
Right. They would. No, they would be. They would be happening all the fucking time. But the thing is like when they talk about mass shootings and stuff, they don't bring in the other mass shootings that happen. They only bring in these in the media. And they specifically start to try to define mass shootings as certain things so they don't have other types of violence that happen. And they want to talk about like how this is going to be the number one cause of black people dying and all this type of stuff when they're totally silent, absolutely silent that the number one killer of black men are other black men. That's the number one killer. Absolutely, without a doubt. Now, this stuff is like the white supremacist stuff, and the what happened in Buffalo and all this type of stuff is it's absolutely fucking should be demonized and rejected and all of that kind of stuff. But talking at it like how whiteness on everyone means you follow this ideology is absolute garbage. It's totally nonsense. And it's absolutely fucking bullshit. It's like saying all Muslims are follow the same type of ideology as ISIS does.
Right.
It's exactly the same thing.
They're falling into the same trap, and these are the same people who, specifically the people,
or all black people are making thugs.
Yeah, like I mean, but that's what's wild is that like you're specifically seeing that rhetoric coming from the same people who literally say don't generalize everyone based on the actions of literally one person.
Unless they're white.
Jay, want to get the next one, number 2?
Yeah, number 2 is from the White House itself.
Which is honestly the most racist institution of all.
Absolutely, because
it's in the
white.
name.
It's white as fuck. So when President Biden took office, millions were unemployed and there was no vaccine available. In the last 15 months, the economy has created 8.3 million jobs and the unemployment rate stands at 3.6%, the fastest decline in unemployment to start a president's term ever recorded. So reopening is not creating jobs, first of all. Secondly, there's still more than 6 million Americans that are not employed, an untold amount of homeless people that are not even registered on this shit. So that's still in the millions. So there are still millions of people unemployed. And the second thing is saying that there were no vaccines available. There were. There were vaccines available and they were being distributed. The only way that Biden hit his target when he first got into office is that we were already distributing that number of vaccines when he came in office.
What's wild to me is that Biden got the vaccine before he actually took office. He literally got the vaccine before he actually.
It's just amazing. And then now all of the sudden you have these dick face fact checkers being like, who tweeted this? Delete it now, because then I'm going to have to come up and say that you guys were lying. Fucking dick face pieces of shit. I swear to God, out of all the lies that were spewed by this White House, this is where they're all like up in arms against it. The White House has been lying non-fucking stop since Biden got into office. Non-stop. It's been lying every single time Jen Psaki went up there. She fucking lied every single time. And people are like, why are you comparing it to Trump and all this type of stuff? Because they're the people in fucking power. If you're not going to hold the same fucking standard, why the fuck are you a fact checker or a fucking journalist to begin with? Hold the fucking same standard on it when you were going to 11 over every lie that was being said in the last administration. Do the fucking same thing here. Not when it's fucking convenient or not when it's going to bring you ratings, because it's your fucking job to do it.
It's just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Let's get to some of the top honorable mentions before we get into our number one top tweet of the week. David K. Johnston tweets out brilliant political art. And then it's the image of the Supreme Court justices and three of the women. Should I say rightly in burqas?
Or rightly in burqas. That makes 100% sense because honestly, that's base as fuck. It's such an important, especially if it's Sotomayor, because she's garbage. Next to the next honorable mention is Elizabeth on the warpath Warren, protecting Roe v. Wade, raising the minimum wage, preventing gun violence on issue after issue after issue. The filibuster blocks the will of the American people. For the sake of our people and the sake of democracy, we must end the filibuster. And this, for context, this came after the vote in the Senate to even talk about and to even debate codifying Roe v. Wade, and it didn't get enough votes to even issue the fucking filibuster in the first place.
There was no filibuster was even enacted here. It was literally, it didn't even get a simple majority.
Exactly right. But they want to come up here and to talk about the filibuster because it's a talking point to the dumb fuck leftists that are fucking dumb as shit. Just because you go to college doesn't mean you're fucking educated, you fucking dumb fucks.
Vice News, our next top honorable mention, tweets out, you can't say gay in Florida schools, but Ron DeSantis is mandating teachers talk shit about communism. Honestly, Jay, based.
Absolutely. Oh no, we have to talk shit about a political ideology that killed millions upon millions of people.
And it's not even the system of government here in the United States, nor in any part of the United States.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you got the whole squad as commies, pieces of garbage.
I know that they are commies, but it's not our system of government. Absolutely, I know that they want it to be, but it's not.
It isn't. And talking shit on communism is absolutely 100% justified.
Essentially. So let's see what the number one
See, like number 7. This should be number 7.
Hold on. No. Jay, go to number one. No, we're not changing just yet. Get to number one, then we'll talk about changes.
I apologize.
You want to read this one?
All right. The number one worst tweet of the week comes via MSNBC. And the offensive tweet, it says, "It may seem harmless, but insidious racism of the American religious rights obsession with homeschooling speaks volume," writes Butler.
I don't know if this is a number one worst tweet, though, Jay.
I don't think it is. I think this should be number 7 or in the top 5 at least.
Let's go and revisit some of these. Okay, so let's go back to number 1. We definitely have questions about.
We do, but I think it should be in the top 10. I think number 1 should be in the top 10.
Okay, so you think the MSNBC tweet should be in the top 10?
Oh yeah, absolutely, because it's talking about how the American racism in the American religious right is has an obsession with homeschooling.
All right, so they're
trying to demonize homeschooling,
right,
and demonize anyone who's religious on the right as racist, and homeschooling means you're racist. Like that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to demonize homeschooling.
Okay. So here are the other. If you go up to Jay, I think it's Monday. There are 2 tweets in particular. There are actually 2 different candidates. One's. You
want me to go into Monday itself?
Yeah, go to Monday. So scroll down just a tad. Oh, where's that? So we have Deadspin. Let's do Deadspin first. Talk about.
Oh yeah, oh my god, yeah. This.
Let's look at. So Deadspin tweets out: "White fans were entertained by black athletes a day after a racist killed black people in Buffalo. This is what white supremacy looks like." Jay, do they not realize how much those athletes were paid?
No, we should just pay him for doing jack shit. Like they pay fucking Chris what's his name? Chris Paul? Like how Chris Paul played in his last game.
Literally two of the coaches, one of the coaches who actually won is black. Therefore, that's white supremacy, right?
Absolutely white supremacy. Look, the people at Deadspin they're not sports reporters. ESPN,
and they're just not Jay. They're also not smart.
No, they're not. They're fucking retarded. And the thing is, this is what social justice fucking does to you. It makes you into a fucking moron, a fucking retarded piece of shit. What do you think those people playing, those black people playing? You think they didn't want to play? You think they didn't want to go for it? They didn't want to do their jobs on the field and stuff. You'd think that's what's so fucking sick about this tweet, is that they think that there is no will or self autonomy with these black athletes when it came to this game. You think like Chris Paul didn't want to go play? You think like fucking any of them that were playing that week didn't want to go and do it and go for it and shit? Who the fuck are you?
Jay, it's acting like they have. Yeah, it's acting like they don't have free will. It's like this is slavery that they needed to be. They needed to be.
Who's Karen J. Phillips? This is Karen J. Phillips. Look at him. This fucking piece of shit. Look at him.
People actually write this shit.
I don't understand how they do it. I really don't. This guy graduated from like some dumb fuck university and starts writing bullshit.
Was that Syracuse? Yeah, Syracuse sucks ass.
Yeah, of course it does. He didn't play any sports when he was growing up. He didn't go into any kind of athletic competitions or anything like that. He doesn't understand exactly the mentality that they go for in this. And we not just glorify, we honor athletes to an extent that is unfucking heard of anywhere else in the fucking world. Doesn't matter if they're black or anything. If you are like, of course, everybody like will demonize the Celtics if they're from Phoenix or Boston. If they're from like fucking if they're from anywhere else. But if you are from Boston, you glorify these guys like they're fucking gods. Doesn't matter what skin color they are or anything like that at all.
And
They
I just
go
have to
for
confirm.
glory. They want to go and work it, and they want to do it. And Deadspin is just, I swear to God, the people that they employ in this fucking place are just out of touch dumb fucks.
So so there's that. That's a potential addition to the top 10. But then there's one more, and that's the 2 Eric Swalwell tweets. So if you scroll up a little bit more, Jay, it should be, keep going, that one. So Eric Swalwell tweets out in response to Shannon Watts, says, police say a group of churchgoers tackled the Laguna, was it the Laguna Woods gunman? That's actually not too far. Hogtied his legs with an extension cord and removed his weapon after he killed 1 person and wounded 4 others during an Orange County shooting. Eric Swalwell tweets out, sorry, House GOP, that the parishioners hogtied your boy, hashtag sorry, not sorry. And it turns out that the shooter is
Chinese,
a Chinese immigrant who hated Taiwanese people. And he went to a Taiwanese church to kill Taiwanese worshipers because he hated Taiwanese people. And this motherfucker, this congressman, this guy who literally banged a Chinese spy, is apparently thinking that the shooter, part of the House Republican Party or caucus, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Jay, how did this bitch get elected?
It's insane. And it goes to the same ideology that they all have, which is never let a good tragedy go to waste. Use it, promote it, and try to spin it into your favor.
And obviously Frostbite says no matter the context, what Eric said is completely fucked up. And if you scroll down just a little bit, there's another Eric Swalwell offense. Do you want to read it?
Yeah. So Eric Swalwell, my 4-year-old just FaceTime to ask what I'm doing to help the people in Buffalo and why did the bad man do this? Absolutely gutting. This cannot be his normal. It's time to ban assault weapons in gun violence. First of all, the guy's 4 years old. He is not FaceTiming you. He is fucking probably eating the fucking iPhone or the corner of the fucking iPad, you fucking dumb fuck. Especially if you are the person who gave birth to him. The guy is probably like on the scale somewhere and very, very, very fucking retarded. I'm kidding. Your kid is probably not retarded, but you're fucking very retarded. And to use his name into some shit like
Jay,
this,
I do have to question it. If his father, if his child inherits anything that his dad passed on to him, then yes, I think that's a legitimate concern.
I think so too. You're right. And also knowing how retarded Eric Swalwell is, he probably dropped him a few times to begin with. And to be and this is like the
Eric
ultimate.
Swalwell probably fell just holding him because he is that inept.
Exactly. And then farted in his face.
As is tradition.
As is the Swalwell tradition. No, honestly, this is in the top 10 as well for sure.
Jay, I think Eric Swalwell deserves number 1.
I don't know. I think Deadspin deserves number 1 for this one.
I think Deadspin deserves number 2.
We should do
we should have a poll on this.
We should do a poll on the Twitter account and on the list Twitter account for this week's number 1.
Let's get that going.
Deadspin. And the Eric Swalwell.
Let's try to get that going right now. Hold on one second.
And we'll see who gets number 1 and who gets number 2, and then it'll
literally be like 5 minutes of this. Let's just see. This is new, Jay. This is new. We've never done this before. We're actually.
Oh, are you gonna do just 5 minutes? Okay.
Yes. No. I'll do like 3 minutes or something like that.
Okay, perfect.
But let me at least get the tweets.
And in the tweet, put flash poll. Incoming new number 1 contenders. Vote now. 3 minutes remaining, or only 3 minutes.
Let's do this. I'm going to share my screen and actually put it up for people to see
Yes.
And we'll go ahead and
write the tweet.
Yeah, I'll just write the tweet up. All right. So you're looking at my screen right now. We're literally doing a flash poll. Which tweet is worse? Now, if you want the vote, go to @ListComesForAll on Twitter. It's in the description of this video. Jay, I'm literally going to pull up.
Oh, and make sure to write this is for the number 1 spot.
Oh yeah, which tweet is worse? Which tweet deserves the number 1 spot for the worst tweet of the week? And we will literally do what poll, like 3 minutes? You want to do 3 minutes?
3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes.
All right. We'll try to follow it live here. Oh Jesus. And then no one will see the tweets.
It's just tweet. Don't even put the poll.
I actually have to do it in the following one because it's like Eric Swalwell. Let's see, 3 minutes.
Take out the hour.
I know. Eric Swalwell. And then was it Deadspin?
Deadspin, yeah.
Okay.
And then you just put the tweets.
Yeah, I know. I just haven't done this in a while because we have a listener now and he's fired.
Right.
All right, so let's get those going. Eric Swalwell versus Deadspin. Oh, we should tag him too, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Rep Swalwell versus Deadspin. And let me make sure I got.
You just need to put the screenshot shots in there.
I know, that's what I'm grabbing. I'm grabbing right now.
Okay. No, I'm saying it for myself too. I've never done this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is why we pay Ben the big bucks, even though he fucking failed us and put that stupid number 7. Absolute fucking garbage. That number 7 was sick. It was sick. It puts the integrity of the list in question.
Yeah. I can't believe we even have to consider this. This is terrible. Terrible. Why can't I actually I want to save this shit. A few more actions. Save to keep. There we go. Save it. Save it. Oh, son of a bitch.
It's got to take us 40 minutes to actually put up.
No, I just don't remember. How do you do screenshot? How do you do a screenshot on a don't you do like Command F4? I'm gonna fucking kill all of you. What is it? Is like print screen and what else?
What are you trying to do?
Take a screenshot of the actual tweet.
Print screen. That's it. You don't have to. You go to the doc, right click, save image.
Okay, all right. Let me take you to the fucking doc. All right.
Where
do I go, Jay? Where do I go?
What do you mean? Where do you go? You say
where is it? Where's save image?
You don't have it on there?
Look, I'm literally right clicking this shit.
Image options. Oh wait, what the fuck? Why can't? Oh. Well, what you can do is hit copy and then put it in Paint.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck, Jay? I don't even know if I have Paint.
How can you save this image the way it is? What the fuck?
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea.
View more actions. Save to keep. No. What the fuck is keep notes? What is this fucking
Hold on
place?
1 second, Jay. I'll just
What is Google Docs? Google Docs is absolute garbage.
DM it to myself. Yeah, the Google Docs, you are literally the bane of my existence. What the fuck? Which tweet do we want to do? The Sorry House GOP? Window key Shift S.
No, wait. Stop. Don't do that. Hold on.
I feel like that's a trap.
It is. Just copy. Just hit copy.
No, Jay, I'm literally gonna take a screenshot of this shit right now
and paste
and just send it to myself.
Yes, do that. Send it to yourself, and then you can go and put it in.
Jesus
Taylor
Christ.
Taylor 08. This is so painful to watch. Absolutely.
This is what you. This is literally what you come to watch.
Come, Josh G. It's Siraj's tech skills I love the most. Robert Jeffers.
Here comes
Robert Jeffers. Is this a
Jeremy literally texting me saying, "Here you go, you idiots." It's not that. I have to just fucking attach them. I'm literally just trying to get them onto the fucking.
It's oh my god. Oh, this is too good. Oh, Robert Jeffers.
All right, so it's gonna be. All right, we can do this, guys. We can do this.
Jay, escape me. This is somehow more infuriating than tweets.
All right, let's do it. All right, we can save the image as Deadspin.
Oh god, this is too good.
We're so close. We're so close, guys.
Prictus from Rumble is like they were rehearsing this bit before the show. I wish it was acting, sir.
Should we? I think it should literally be the head-to-head of Swalwell's "Sorry Not Sorry" tweet versus the.
Well, I think the four. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the "Sorry Not Sorry" versus the Deadspin.
Oh my fucking god! This doesn't even save as a fucking photo. What the shit, Jay?
Oh my god!
I have to do it on my phone. This is might be the dumb. All right, hold on, 1 second. One second.
Did you send it by Google Gmail? If you send it by Gmail, you can save it.
Oh, let's try that.
Oh, you didn't send it to yourself by Gmail? How did you send it?
I sent it to myself by tweet DM.
Oh, you guys.
Does that not work?
It should. Just
it didn't work for some
reason. Send it to yourself by Gmail.
I actually really want. All right, I'll try to send it to myself by Gmail, and let's try it. Let's just try it.
I think we can do it. I think you're good. I think you'll be able to get it just fine. Okay, I really do.
We're so close. We're so close.
You got this, Habibi.
Please wait until the attachments finish uploading. Okay, sent. I think this is it. Okay. All right, getting there. 1, 2. All right, let's try this again, shall we, Jay? Everyone was looking at my fucking email just now. God damn it.
Hopefully you didn't have to sign in. Please tell me it worked. Did you save it?
I did. There's one. All right.
Oh, we got Habibis. Habibis, it's happening.
We're in business, okay?
Habibis,
literally in business. All right, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Tweet all, and we're good.
All right, make sure. Oh, it's at 5 minutes. We need 3 minutes. It's not giving us 3 minutes.
Oh no way.
Is all right, fine. Fucking 5 minutes. We're just gonna.
It should be able to even give you.
It's not letting me do less than 5 minutes, Jay.
Jesus Christ! All right, here we go.
All right, let's just tweet it all. Fuck me.
Fuck it all. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the time my mom got a new car, and she called me to try and connect her phone to Bluetooth. And what was funny is that she bought herself one of those Bluetooth connectors you put on the visor for old cars that don't have Bluetooth capabilities in the main car, but her main car had a Bluetooth capability. So she bought that for no fucking reason. So she had to go and exchange that. And this is all me on the phone. And then after she did that, it took me literally 6 hours sitting with her to teach her how to connect her phone to her fucking Bluetooth on the phone on the car. It was absolutely fucking crazy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and
All right.
retweet this and vote myself.
Oh yeah, I should probably retweet it as well. That's a good idea. I am too much of a boomer to even realize that this happened.
That's okay, sir. That's okay.
Okay.
You are okay. So let us go ahead and retweet this, and then retweet this. 92 votes already. And oh shit, Eric Swalwell is taking it right now by
taking
10%.
it in the ass, Jay.
It's by 19%. Holy shit, 59 to 40.9. I really don't understand how this is happening. No wrong answers here. Fang's boyfriend, Fang's boyfriend is getting it. Deadspin is a troll site. Shit. I think Deadspin. Yeah. Oh shit. 72 to 23 now. Dude, it's getting crazy. It's getting insane. Oh man, Deadspin making it a comeback. It's 57 to 42. Come.
Man, we really. I mean, maybe this is how we do it, Jay. Maybe this is how we do those flash polls, but every one is 5 minutes long.
Yeah, and we do it
and we boomer the shit out of it so that
absolutely, so everybody can watch us be as boomery as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Although I will say, by the way, Jay, this is all one vote, one person, one vote. You know.
Yeah, this is exactly what it is. This is America.
This is America.
This is America in action.
This is America.
This is what it is.
This is also getting way too close for my liking.
No, it's 59 to 40.
It's 55-44.
No, just hit refresh. Sometimes you have to hit refresh. Oh, no shit. It's 55 to 44. Damn. 44. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, this is going to be a little too close for my liking.
I think it's going to be close. Imagine it ends 50-50. Holy fuck. If it ends 50-50, we put them both at number 1.
50-50,
we just put them both at number 1. And then we'll put the MSNBC tweet at number 7. And just completely delete that number 7 tweet. Sometimes, I swear to God, sometimes the guy is just fucking insane.
Oh, Ben?
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah.
Ben is just sometimes fucking insane. So we got people.
It's getting close, man.
It's getting close, but I think it's getting. But yeah, I think
Preoxtius on Rumble says, "How do I mail in some absentee ballots?" Oh wow,
Spencer!
Dude, almost 500 votes there right now. What's Spencer saying?
He's like Jay doing math. Isn't chemistry his strong suit? Well, not after I started getting tutored lessons from your mom. She's helped me out a lot. A lot.
Wow. I just saw it went up to 595, Jay. 595 votes. This is a close one.
Oh, man. That's crazy. That's getting good. I mean, yeah, when we have shit like this, we should definitely just put it up on
Twitter.
That's
a good plan because now we have a central place for this stuff.
Right. And not for every tweet, of course, because then we'll never get it done. But
like for situations like this, there we go. 0 minutes. Okay. Jonathan Slew says all the Twitch viewers pissed they can't use their channel points to mess with the vote. LMAO.
Oh, dude, go to my my thing real quick, and then go back to yours.
What do you mean? Oh, to yours? Why are you doing this to me, Jay? Why are you doing this to me, Jay?
Absolutely amazing. Jay. Insane.
No, I hate you.
How does this happen? I
hate you. Well, there you go. Negative 1 minute left. Very nice. The tweet it still says negative 1 minute left. What's going on? Can this finish up real quick? Okay, there we go.
Fuzzy with the rare compliment. The funniest thing Jay has ever done. Well done, little guy. Thank you, sir.
Amazing. Eric Swalwell takes the number 1 spot with 52% of the vote.
52%. Wow. I mean, the Deadspin really came back up.
Oh,
Up in the
53% of
middle.
the vote.
Yeah,
Yeah, Deadspin came back. Nice.
nice
All
job.
right, so that's what's going to happen is Eric Swallow is going to take number 1, and then Deadspin will have that number 2, and bump everything down. So get the fuck out of here, White House. Number 2 goes to.
Hmm?
We're
And
giving number 2
and
to
then the White
Deadspin, yeah.
House, and then the White House goes back up to number 7. That number 7 has to get out of there.
Well, I already moved number 7 already. I moved. I gave MSNBC number 7.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Then we could just
That
bump
one
everything else
deserves
down. If
still
anything, if
deserves room.
you do you want to bump Betty Midler out of the top 10?
No, I think Betty Miller deserves number 10,
So
especially for that.
who should get bumped? Should the White House get bumped?
No, wait.
We don't have enough. We don't have enough space.
All right, hold on.
Dino Vidala, Rolling Stone, Dana Milbank, Morgan Freeman, White House, Deadspin.
I think the White House should stay. MSNBC could scroll back up. Let's see who's the other ones.
Why is this going to suggesting and not actual editing? What the fuck?
Frostbite saying bump Dean. He cannot be saved. Maybe. I mean, because to me, that MSNBC take is really bad, especially about homeschooling and religion. I think they should definitely be bumped. They should definitely stay.
But of all the ones that we could bump,
Morgan Freeman probably should be bumped. I mean, because we have a lot of dumb white people saying shit like that.
No, he can't be bumped.
You think he should stay?
I think he should stay. Right. Maybe Rolling Stone, Jay? No, that's still a bad take.
That's still a really bad take. Dean Abdallah is a bad take. Scroll up.
Maybe. I think Washington Post. The gaming industry being silent on Roe v. Wade.
It's still such a bad take, and it's a bad thing for them.
Yeah, but it's bad journalism, but it's like it's just so milquetoast.
And this is
it's so milquetoast.
But this isn't like the MSNBC one is an opinion piece. This is like an actual fucking article.
God, are we gonna have to do another fucking flash poll?
No. I think we should just leave it as is and take the MSNBC one out. And that's our
I knew it was too high. God damn it, Ben. You're fucking fired.
He's gone. It's over. That's the poll we should make.
That should be the poll.
Should we keep Ben or fire him? That's the poll.
Last poll, should Ben be fired? Let's just do that right now. Let's take 20 minutes to do this. Gonna happen.
Let's do it.
It's got to be 5 minutes per usual.
Yes, that's going to be our.
I don't want to schedule it. What the? Yes.
5, 6, 69.
No. I wish we could do 1 minute polls. In fact, that's what I would tell Elon Musk his first day is why can't you just do single minute polls?
Absolutely. That's what that needs to happen.
All right. So let's just share. I just want to share that tab. Yeah, you go ahead and share it while I finish up this.
Yeah, whatever you need to do.
Thank you.
So, all right, 1 vote. Well, 100%. Let's end the vote now.
That's it. Yeah, stop the count.
That's it. Stop the count.
I'm with it.
We got 6 votes in. We got 83.3% versus 16%.
Let me make sure I retweet that. And yes. Who the fuck voted no?
Daniel retweeting, does shit stink?
Oh my
Shit.
god.
Oh man, we're at 72.7 versus 27.3. Oh shit. This is too good. This is so good. Hold on, let me get it.
All right, I think we're gonna fire Ben, and then his final act, he has to post the list in its full form.
Exactly. And why he has to be fired. I mean,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Watch him post the wrong list too.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to see if he'll actually post the projection versus what you and I actually did.
Oh man, that would be.
I'm not gonna say a word to him. I'm just gonna say, "Hey, list is ready for you to post online." He's gonna post the wrong fucking list. Just mark it here. This is exactly what he's gonna do. Probably not even watching that bum, that bozo.
He's there. He's watching it. There he is. Ben Mercy right here.
He's not watching. He's watching the poll.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's watching the poll. Oh,
yeah,
you thought like watching the stream?
Yeah, he's not watching the stream.
Nope. We're at 71.1 versus 28.9. We got 2 minutes left, Habibis. Make sure to tweet. Fire Ben and hire me, inshallah. Blake, the simp by.
King simp.
Big simp. I don't think
people who are wondering who is Ben Morrissey. Ben Morrissey is our list intern. He organizes this shit for us because Jay and I are way too busy, and he should be fucking fired.
Yes, that's who he is.
That's who you're wondering. Preoxtus on Rumble. Ben should always be fired.
Absolutely, because he fucks shit up all the time. I mean, you call us boomers.
And I mean, it's true. We are boomers.
Absolutely. We got 1 minute left. We're at 60. Nice. 69.4 versus 30.6.
Man, that's basically 69.
No more.
Stop the count. Stop the count.
If it ends up at 69, that's it. Done.
Fired for good.
For absolute good. Keep it where it is, guys. See, I'm using a VPN on my computer, so it might be lagging a little bit. That's his secret. He's always fired, even when he's in the middle of doing his job poorly. Damon Toll. Damon Habibi Toll. Spencer Sachs. At least it isn't a poll of whether to fire me or not. Progress. You will.
Oh, Bubba's traveling. He's traveling to Pakistan.
To Pakistan.
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 So here we go. Is it done? Yeah,
it is done. And we're at 69.1% versus 30.9%. What? We are at the nice level, the nicest of the nice level.
Nicest of all.
Habibis.
There you have it, Habibis.
We got it all. We got two flash polls in. We got our top 10 list. Thank you so much for joining us, Habibis.
And as always, if you like our stuff, go ahead and hit us up on Locals. We got a promo code GenRuben69. You get 1 month free for all of our good shit, including Jay showing his literal asshole to everyone who goes to our Locals. So don't hesitate to use that promo code GenRuben69. We'll be back this Wednesday for a BB Power Hour, 9 p.m. East. I'm sure I'm going to be late because I was almost late.
You and me both. Me both.
For the Habibi Bros, I'm Siraj Hashmi.
I'm Jay Kobbe.
We'll see you next time. Peace it. Masalam.